What's up, Dope fam? Back with another video. This is a very important one. We have gold going through a massive parabolic run as of now with a clear 5-wave move ascension. And this parabolic move will most likely end up to the downside with a local top being placed for gold. And I do have evidence to suggest that once the gold top is actually in, Bitcoin will have its next leg up that will be very violent and most likely make its way to the 150k range. So without further ado, I'm Dope Oxide. I make content on YouTube, X, and CoinMarketCap, so be sure to follow those pages. I make content around Bitcoin market analysis as well as base chain ecosystem. So let's get right into it. First of all, for Bitcoin, nothing else has changed. We're still waiting for a weekly confirmation for the broadening wedge 2 breakouts. We're getting more daily closes on above this wedge, which is good to see, but I am still waiting for the weekly confirmation. And as you can see, we still haven't got a confirmation. We still have to wait another 4 days or so. And we really want a weekly close above this trend line. As you can see, if we close above the 84k region, it would confirm a breakout for the weekly RSI. So my line in the sand definitely is for this leg to continue up to the upside, we definitely need a close above about the 83.5k range. Next one up is gold, which is the majority part of this video. Very important to see that gold is actually doing a massive parabolic run, and as you can see, the rate of volatility and expansion to the upside is increasing, which is textbook parabolic move. As you can see, we've started this parabolic move since 2018, and we're currently on the fourth line of ascension. And typically, basically 99% of the time, if not 100%, every time this parabolic move crashes down, we're going to see at least a retest of the third line and most likely a breakdown from there. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a macro top for gold. I do expect gold in the next 5 to 10 years will perform very well, but just based on the charts and based on what I look at and have seen in the past, parabolic moves pretty much always move to the downside, and we can at least expect a breakdown to probably the third line of ascension, and then probably a retest on the second line, and then it can make its way up and decide where it wants to go in the next few years or so. But nonetheless, my stance is gold is looking to local top at this level, and once gold actually local tops, we can definitely see a lot of money flow from the gold markets into Bitcoin and crypto in general. Next one up is total coin market cap. We're still grinding, and it's pretty much a very similar chart to Bitcoin. We still have to wait for a confirmation, and there really isn't anything else to update you guys with on the total coin market cap. Bitcoin open interest, same thing, nothing really much to say other than open interest is wanting to go down a bit more and definitely liquidates these shorts and longs. My stance has always been open interest is generally better when it goes lower, because it means there's less leverage propping up the price, and true spot bids are actually propping up the price, which is much healthier for the markets. Next up is tweets. So first tweet by Decojar, and the reason why I'm actually so bullish on crypto and Bitcoin for definitely the short term and long term, for like the next 6 to 12 months or so, because every time gold has local topped, Bitcoin starts its expansion, massive expansion to the upside. As you can see, since 2016, when gold made a massive local top back in of July 2016, Bitcoin then started running up. Same with 2020, we had a gold top, local top back in 2020 July. Once that happened, Bitcoin went on a massive expansion move, and looks like now gold is about to local top. As you can see, we don't really have much else to go, and once we have this breakdown, we can most likely see that Bitcoin would definitely start ramping up. And usually once the local top is set in place, it's usually going to take about 1 to 2 months for Bitcoin to really start kicking up and moving. Hence why I also think that May is probably the month where Bitcoin will definitely break out and start making its way to the upside. And the gold chart just shows a lot of confluence that, look, once gold starts breaking down and starts definitely retesting the June line, we can expect Bitcoin to start moving up ahead. And this chart just clearly shows that to you guys. Pretty much every time gold local tops, Bitcoin moves up. So looking quite good. Gold is in massive parabolic move, and time is ticking for gold. And I do expect a crash to the downside for gold. Not a macro top. It will be a local top. I am bullish on gold in the long term. It's just there's going to be a lot of rotation once gold local tops. Next tweet by Tech Dev. Altcoins don't run until liquidity breaks out. It's time. This chart is showing the altcoin market cap with the global liquidity and the business cycle. As you can see, we're currently missing a leg up due to the fact that every time the global liquidity has made a leg up, altcoin market starts sprouting up to the upside. Same with business cycle. Once the business cycle starts rotating upwards and starts expanding, we can expect altcoins to really start ramping up, which adds more confluence that once Bitcoin starts moving back in May and June, we can expect alts to also have its major leg up, which would be the final fifth wave move for the altcoin market and will most likely be leading to the end of the bull cycle. But the end of the bull cycle is usually the time to make the most money out of the cycle. You just have to be careful, make sure you take your profits. But nonetheless, altcoins are looking really good for a leg up, especially how the total coin market cap is looking. What I would like to see is more grinding, maybe even a retest of the wedge, and then start making our way up. Reason being is we have a lot of confluence with the weekly RSI breaking out, and we will have confirmation of that for next week and the week after. And once the global liquidity also starts rotating, we can expect a massive upside for altcoins as well as like our coins on base chain and the base chain ecosystem. When it comes to the base chain ecosystem, I only trade using the Sigma trading terminal bot, which actually has their own web app. You can purchase any token on base chain as well as any other EVM chains like Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, AVAX, etc. And it is the fastest trading bot, and I recommend you guys to use it. I'm actually partnered up with them, so click on the link in the description below. I'm just going to play an ad that sponsors the channel. I genuinely use the product, and I give out $1,000 per month. So in my opinion, it's actually a no-brainer. Give it a go, because it is the fastest trading bot on base chain, and I'm a massive base chain advocate, and you definitely should be using a bot to purchase base tokens as it's the fastest, and it's probably going to allow you to have the minimal slippage and minimal fees on the trading bot. So be sure to watch the ad, because it's definitely going to improve your trading experience, and with the $1,000 giveaway, it's pretty much a no-brainer to sign up with the link. If you guys are looking for the fastest trading bot on base chain, EVM chains, as well as Solana support soon, click on the link in the description below. I'll be giving away $1,000 per month to those users that trade and fund their wallets on the Sigma trading bot. It also supports the channel, so it'll be really appreciated if you guys have a look at what the product is, because personally I've been using it because it replaces my DEX needs, and I've actually been using it since March 2024. And the main reasons why I've been using it is, first of all, it's got full mobile and desktop support, so it's on Telegram, it's a bot on Telegram, and because it's on Telegram, it's so much more convenient to make my trades when I'm out and about, as well as multiple features I've been using to make 10 to 100x multiples on new coin deployments. So one of the main features is the auto sniping tool. So what this does is, since Sigma Trading Bot is the fastest bot on base as well as other EVM chains, you're able to snipe new token deployments and be one of the first buyers to new token launches. I've also been using the copy trading tool, which allows me to copy trade profitable wallets and pretty much just copy exactly what they've been doing. But why you guys should be trusting it? Personally, I've been using it since 2024, like March of 2024, and it's got over $3 billion in total volume with integrations and partnerships with other top protocols like Virtuals, which is the #1 AI protocol on base chain. And like, since it's been around for so long and it's got so much volume, it's got a pretty good track record. It's never been hacked, and I've been using it on and off since the deployment, and I've been quite happy with the product. It's developed and evolved a lot over time, and the partnership, in my opinion, was sort of a no-brainer because I personally use it for my own trading needs. And with me partnering with them, I'm actually able to give out $250 to 5 winners every month. So it's sort of a no-brainer to use my link in the description and just to give it a go and give it a try, because I've been using it. I've been quite happy with the tool. And they're actually going to be releasing a new web app that sort of supplements the Telegram app. So obviously, depending on your preference, if you like a web app or Telegram app, you can give it a go when that releases. And thank you for supporting the channel. We'll go to the next segment in the video. Okay, cool. So next tweet is by Semka. This one's just about fractals and just the similarities we've had for 2025 aligned with the 2020 bull market. And when it comes to my stance around fractals, I don't follow them religiously, but it's just something to note because history doesn't often repeat, but it often rhymes. So it's just something to look forward to, especially because it's looking quite similar to what we had in 2020. As you can see, when Bitcoin had a moderately leg up to the upside, just like we've had from the 70K to the 110K, we had a massive consolidation and we sort of just had a slow decline for a few months with a massive breakout. And it's looking quite similar to what we had back in 2020. As you can see, we consolidated and then we eventually broke out massively to the upside, which has some confluence that I believe that the low is probably in. And with the low being in, we're probably going to have a doubling from the lows, which puts us at the 150K range, which would be absolutely massive. When it comes to any higher than that, I'll just have to look closely to the charts and relay it to you guys, because we just have to go one step at a time. And as it stands, it's looking good for a leg up to the upside, especially if we get that weekly close. But when it comes to more than 150K, we're just going to see how Bitcoin reacts to the 150K resistance level, because I do expect massive resistance at the 150K level and a lot of profit taking. But nonetheless, it's looking quite bullish, and I do expect time is ticking for Bitcoin, and we're probably going to see that major breakout sometime in May. Another tweet by Semka, and this one's also pretty interesting. So, three biggest fear narratives this cycle, and as you can see, the big three fear narratives has been bank failures, yen carry trade, and now the tariff fear. So, as you can see, when we've had major selling and major fear, we've had a massive leg up to the upside. Bank failures, everyone was super bearish. Yen carry trade, everyone was super bearish, as well as tariff fears. And when it comes to massive macro events like this, it tends to be a bottom that gets placed and then a continuation to the upside. And just looking at this past bull market, it's looking like the tariff fear was the excuse for making that low. And now the fear is starting to leave the markets, and I do expect by May we're gonna have a leg up from here. As you can see, like even just for yen carry trade, we had that massive fear wick, and it still took us about 2 to 3 months to actually break out. Hence why I think May is probably the earliest we actually see that massive leg up to the upside. But nonetheless, we'll see how it goes. But it's looking quite good, because now we just had that massive fear-driven event, which had a mass liquidation for all the markets, and it's looking very bullish for Bitcoin. Next tweet is by Bitcoin. If you think the top is in, then you must also believe that this is the weakest cycle Bitcoin has ever experienced, and that it's on its way to die. As you can see, Bitcoin is nowhere near the moving average. It's touched every single time in its bull market and since history. So when it comes to that, and just something to note, my target is 150K for the next leg up, but it's pretty interesting to see, even if it hits 150K, it's still nowhere near the moving average. Like by the time Bitcoin gets to 150K, the moving average is probably going to hit like 250K. So it's going to be interesting to see how Bitcoin reacts to that. We might just have like a little consolidation phase and then have another final leg up higher. It's just something to note, because like every time a proper bull market for Bitcoin has occurred, we're comfortably within the moving average. And right now, the moving average is at the 200K region. And if we expect it to do the same, like it always has in the previous cycles, we can expect a minimum of a 200K Bitcoin, which will be great to see. But I will be relaying it to you guys as we get closer to those prices. And yeah, so that's all to the video, guys. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe. Comment down below if you guys want me to cover any other base chain ecosystems and any topics. As well as just make sure you guys sign up with the trading link down in the description below. I will be drawing the winners by next week, because that's the due date. And yeah, so good luck to everyone that actually signed up with my link. Make sure you trade, because only people that trade using the link are actually eligible for the $1,000 giveaway. But that's all to the video, guys. See ya.